Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a beautiful bob style to show you. This is Jamison by Estetica in a new color called Mandarin Rooted. I can't wait to show you all the details for this beautiful style and color. But first, I'd like to thank wigs.com for sending me this style so that I can review her for you. So let's go ahead and look at some of the details for this gorgeous style. First, we have a beautiful lace front. And it comes from here to about there. And you have lighter fibers in the front. So even though you have the darker rooting, I think you get a nice and soft hairline, delicate knots, very well done. And then this is the parting space. It's a mono part, and I have already placed a piece of silicone scar tape under there. I like to do that to help create a scalp appearance where otherwise my dark bio hair might show through. And I do want to mention I previously styled this part in place. I changed the part and steamed it in place. And then I steamed the fibers away from the face. I have a video on my channel all about how I like to do that for both my synthetic and heat-friendly synthetic styles, and I'll leave a link to it in the description box down below. So absolutely wonderful features there, very natural looking hairline and parting space. You have a few shorter pieces here in the front, not very short, but I think just enough to kind of create a side swept look here. That's very pretty. And yeah, it's just a classic bob style. I think it's wonderful. It doesn't experience too much friction against your clothing. So let's go ahead and look at her from all sides. Here she is from the right and the back and the left. I just love a classic little bob style like this. And so next we'll go over the cap construction. I'll show you a few ways that you could style Jamison. We'll go outside and get a good look and discuss this beautiful new color, Mandarin Rooted. And lastly, I'll go over my final thoughts. So here we have the cap construction for Jamison. First, I'll remove this piece of silicone scar tape that I like to use to help create scalp appearance, as I mentioned before. This is the one I like to use. It's the AWD Medical silicone tape, and I'll leave that in the description box down below. So as you can see, what we have here is a left mono part, and it's fairly deep. And there's a little room to move your part line around within this area, but it's definitely a dedicated left part. You have a lace front, beautiful lace front there. It's not an extended lace front. You can see it ends at the top of the ear tab on both sides. Then you have soft ear tabs. Actually, they're not covered with the velvet, but they don't bother me at all. They're comfortable to wear. Metal stays inside, and a standard nape, not an extended nape. Now, I do want to point out, I have a 22-inch circumference head, and this cap fits me very comfortably, but as you see, I did move these hook-style adjusters all the way to the center here so that this cap would fit me properly. So I think this cap fits a bit on the large side, maybe slightly larger than average, but you can cinch it in. You could even crisscross these adjusters if you needed to. And then you do have the open wefting on the sides and in the back, which makes for a nice and stretchy cap. I did check for permatease on this style, and even though it's a very sleek, probably light to medium density style, I did find a bit of permatease next to that left mono part in this area, and in the crown and in some other areas, but it's really minimal, well done. I think it just helps maintain this beautiful bob shape. So overall, a lovely cap construction for this style. Let's look at some styling options. With a classic bob style like this, you do have a few options. I think I don't have quite enough length to create a ponytail. It would be very tiny with my 22-inch circumference head, but if you have a smaller head, possibly you could do a ponytail. You could certainly do a half updo, but I'll just show you a few things that I like to do with my styles to completely keep fibers out of your face throughout the day, and then you can easily remove them. So first, we'll try this half tuck I love a half tuck on this side. I feel like this completely then keeps those fibers out of your face at all times. And you can just easily remove it again and go back to the original style. You can do that on the left side as well. Here I like to do a full tuck, and you can see the fibers are not at all too bulky, and I can do this. I think that's a good look. Then I like to try a little claw clip. I have these mini claw clips that I got. I just like for my hair accessories to kind of disappear for the most part. So let's go ahead and just pull some of those front fibers back and fasten that little clip there. And this is another way that you can go about your day and not be bothered by any fibers at all. Lastly, I want to show you the headband. This will also allow me to show you the coverage I'm getting from this style. All right. So again, we have that lace front that runs, feeling for it, there we go, from here to here. Again, it's not an extended lace front, but well done, I think. You've got the lighter fibers, soft hairline. The transition to the ear tab, I think, is well done. And there's that parting space. So I think that works really well. Then we have the ear tabs. Now the ear tabs end here on me. It's a little hard to see because that rooting color is similar to my bio hair. But if I run it along, there we go. That's the bottom of the ear tab. So I feel like I always have a little bit of bio hair showing. I have a fairly low hairline. And I think this cap is giving me a nice amount of coverage for sure. So another easy look to wear throughout the day and then remove when you're ready to display the style in her original glory. So next we'll go ahead and we'll go outside and get a good look at this beautiful color in natural light. So let's talk a little bit about this beautiful color, Mandarin Rooted. If you're not familiar with a mandarin, it's a type of orange, a little bit smaller than your traditional orange. And so that is what this color is named after. I will say that in the inside light, under my ring light and my interior lights, I definitely see more of that mandarin orange. Out here, I see more strawberry blonde. It's actually remarkable how different the color looks out here compared to inside. And I will insert a photo right here so you can compare them side by side and see what I'm talking about. That is often the case with many wig colors, but I just noticed that it's even a little bit more so with this one. Let's go ahead and read the description for this beautiful color. It is a light auburn and strawberry blonde blend. And as I said, I'm seeing a lot more of that strawberry out here. And you can see some highlights, but blended very nicely. And then you have the golden brown roots. And I always love rooting because that is a very natural look. You get the appearance of regrowth. Just stunning. You can see just this beautiful bright color. It's definitely striking. Let's look at some of the details. So we have that lace front, and I think that's a really nice hairline with the lighter fibers in the front and delicate knotting. We have the mono part with the silicone scar tape under there. I think that looks very realistic. And let's go ahead and see this color from all sides. Here she is from the right. And the back. And the left. Yeah, I think this is just a striking fall color in the red family. Unusual. I haven't tried a style in quite this color before. And of course, it's a new color, so I think most of us are in the same boat with that. And I think it suits this little bob style really well. So final thoughts. Jamison here is just an adorable classic bob style. I find that this kind of a synthetic style is very practical, requires minimal maintenance, has a length that doesn't experience too much friction against your clothing, and that prolongs the life of the fibers. And the fibers are nice and soft. I love the style, I love having these pieces in the front that come below the chin. And then a little bit of layering. It's always hard to pull it out, but there you can see just a few shorter pieces that allow for this kind of side swept look in the front. And of course you could trim bangs as well if you would like to. And then just a lovely rounded bob shape. I love the cap construction. The mono part I think looks very realistic with that scar tape under there. The lace front, although it's not extended, comes, and I think I have a little bio hair there. Let's tuck that under, from here to here on me. And I think it looks really well done, as I said. And of course, most importantly, this gorgeous color, Mandarin Rooted. I wasn't sure what to expect, and it's definitely beautiful and surprising and wonderful for fall or really any time if you enjoy wearing red colors. I think in here I'm seeing more of that Mandarin orange that this color is named after. And outside I see a little more strawberry blonde. So definitely interesting how that changes with different lighting. And of course, as I said, that dark rooting, I love that because that mimics, you know, natural hair regrowth and adds a very realistic look. So overall, I love this style. I love the color. And as always, I hope that my review has been helpful and informative, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.